Okay, welcome everyone. I've started the recording. This is the Pod Management and Voltha FCAPS meeting for May 18th of 2020. This meeting is recording. The recording will be made available on our YouTube channel. So let's get started. The only thing we have on the agenda is our usual status reports. So we'll get started with Deb Malia. Would you like to give your status, Deb Malia?
Yeah, sure. So last week I was working on VOL 2324. So I have addressed the review comments and I have made the code changes according to the new proto definitions. So Girish gave a +1 to the patch set. Another thing that I think I want to say is we need another user story to implement the option to set these parameters for this ONU ITU alarms from the northbound. So we can have another user story to implement that. And apart from that, I have another patch set that is under review. Is VOL 2988.
It looks like you've got a +1 on
I
each of
didn't see any
these.
significant review comments.
Say again?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, you've got 1 +1 on each of these. So I will take a look and see if they are if they're ready to add another +1 and get merged.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. So you've also got this 2988. Is that something that's still in progress?
No, they're in progress.
Oh, they're both 2988.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we've got you've got +1s on both. So is it the case that the Pi Volta patch needs to go in before this Open ONU adapter
Yes,
patch?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, let me make a note. And then you were saying you're going to create an issue for setting the parameters for the alarms for the one that needed a threshold. That was
Yes, 232.
And the thoughts on that API? Are you adding a new API for that, or what is that going to look like?
Yeah. So in the northbound, it's going to be a new API to set those alarms.
Okay. Yeah, if you could make sure to document that and run it past us, and I'll make sure that it's brought up on the Volta channel to get approval for that new API for setting alarm parameters. And if
Yeah,
you
sure, I'll do that.
if you could make it if it's possible to make that generalized in any way so that we can reuse it for other alarms that might need thresholds. I guess it just comes down to seeing what it looks like, but if we can avoid proliferation of new API calls, that'd probably be good. You know, some way to make this general, but see where it goes as you start designing it.
Okay, sure, I'll look into it. Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, Deb Malia. Anything else to report?
No, nothing else.
So next up would be Divya. Would you like to provide your status, Divya?
Yeah, hi Scott. I was exploring index lifecycle management for EFK setup last week. I am able to set up policies from Elasticsearch, but I am facing an issue with the Fluentd side. Actually, it's not rollover. Index rollover is not working with the Fluentd Elasticsearch. So I'm looking into the configuration of Fluentd Elasticsearch. So got stuck in that. So exploring that thing right now.
Okay, sounds good. And you still haven't submitted a Helm chart patch to us. You're not waiting on anything for review from us, is that right?
Yes, not yet submitted. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Just make sure we know when that's ready so that we can get that reviewed in a timely manner. Any ideas on what the issue is with Fluentd and the index rollover?
I'm suspecting that the image which I am using, it's not supporting these features. So, and the Helm charts, I gone through the Helm charts, and it's not providing any option to enable the index lifecycle management in the Fluentd side actually.
And what problem is it causing not having this feature? Is this leading to your resource consumption issues?
Not resource consumption. Actually, I wanted to enable the retention period for the uh, setup. So I started exploring how to do that. So I'm able to set up index lifecycle management policies through Elasticsearch site. But when I set up a policies, what it happens, the index which is created from a Fluentd side, uh, after means if I set a policy for a 1 hour, after that it will not redirect the logs to the rollover index, means whichever index I'm creating new index, right? For that it's not redirecting the logs. So that is the issue I'm facing right now.
Okay, yeah, I think I understand what you're describing there. Yeah, if you get blocked on it, let us know, and we can take a look ourselves and see if we come up
Uh,
with any ideas. But if you're making progress, keep looking into it.
okay, sure. Okay. Otherwise, I can submit the patch, whatever I have done till now, for the testing purpose or for just reviewing. Maybe you can also give me something, some idea or some pointers.
Sure, yeah, if you want to get a patch out, either a public one or a draft so that we can try it out, I think I think that'd be good for us to give it a shot and start familiarizing ourselves with what the Fluent D and Elastic configuration looks like for Volta.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'll submit one patch tomorrow.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And Andy, you're also attending to keep up on what's going on with the Fluent D and Elastic work. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm interested in following that.
Okay, so once we have the Helm chart, maybe you and I will both try an install of it and just familiarize ourselves with it and see what it does.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, great. Yeah, we'll both be looking forward to that, Divya.
Yeah,
Um,
sure. I'll submit a patch tomorrow.
okay, great. Anything else to report, Divya?
No, that's all for my side.
Okay, I think next up would be Rohan. Would you like to give your status, Rohan?
Yeah, hi Scott. So last week I created that Jira ticket 3085. So that is basically for updating the PM configs, which we discussed last week. So I started with the code changes for this. So yeah, I'm currently working on the code changes for this. I need to test those changes. So probably will continue this week on this only.
Okay, great. Yeah, so this is the one that'll add the update feature to OpenOLT. And then you're still working on plumbing this all through Voltcuddle, right?
Yeah, yes. So
Okay,
I'll trying to finish this one first, and
sure.
then.
Okay, sounds great, Rohan. Thanks a lot. Anything else to discuss?
No, nothing else for now.
Okay, Girish, anything you'd like to present on your work with log correlation?
Yeah, it actually started with the log correlations is working on 3071. So I'm actually modifying the current logger to accept context as the first argument. And so I've modified, done the changes, and the existing logger, right, which doesn't accept context as the argument, I've kind of created it as a wrapper on top of a new logger which accepts context. So trying to, I think, test the changes so that we can modify the code package by package, right? And to start using a new logger which accepts context. So we'll be, I think, pushing a patch probably sometime tomorrow. I made the changes, testing it out that everything is working fine when I use the earlier logger and the new logger, they work together correctly in all the scenarios. So just testing it out. When this model works, I will probably push in a patch. Maybe tomorrow, hopefully.
Okay, good. And make sure that Kent and Ken at Sienna get on the reviewer list for that, because I know they have both looked into performance issues with the logging, and I'm assuming your context changes are compatible with that. If not, may actually improve performance by passing around context with settings. So.
Yeah, sure. I will do that. So I'm just trying to. Earlier, I was thinking I would probably have to introduce new set of logging methods, like debug WC, which is like having context as one argument. But I'm trying to now look at implementing a new logger, and just in the common method, right? There's a common go in each package. There I probably start switching that to the new logger.
Okay.
So just trying so that I would not have to change in each of the log statement.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, it'll be good to see that, and like I say, be good to get Ken and Kent's and David, all of the Sienna guys' feedback.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. I'll try to also add some description in this particular ticket in the comments to probably explain the approach I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And yeah, if you could avoid having to rewrite every single log statement in Volta, that sounds like a great goal.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do that so that only change has to happen in common.go.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one part, and I pushed a 2981 patch, I think on Thursday. So 2981 was one ticket I had just created so that to update the dynamic logger, right, document and the README file. So just got a comment from David. There's some trailing space in the README. So just update that, and I also updated the Volta dynamic login document just to make it in sync with what we implemented.
Okay, great. Yeah, fix the trailing space that David found, and let me make a note. I'll give a review as well, and we'll get this one in as soon as we can. Thanks for keeping the documentation up to date. That really helps.
Yeah, I just want to probably keep it updated so that we at least cover, right? It is absolutely in sync with what is implemented. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Anything else, Girish?
No, that is all. I think I'm just trying to define this approach, and then once this works, I think I will probably create further set of JRs listing out how to implement a further set of changes related to tracing and logging.
Okay, great. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Let's see. I don't think we have Shrey this morning. We do have Neha. Would you like to give your status, Neha?
Yeah, hi Scott. Last week, I started doing the changes for Volta 3069, where we have to pass the context across the Volta code base. This is as a part of log correlation, which we are doing. So I'm doing the changes for across the Volta code base for this. And apart from that, I have two Jira issues in review. One is 2938 and one is Volta 2736. 2938 is Volt CTL changes only, and they have already got a +1. So Scott, can you please have a look at that 2938?
Sure. Why is this one? This one looks like it has a -1 from Jenkins. What is Jenkins upset about?
Okay, I think it is some version might got updated. So we'll update it.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I said dev version actually. Somebody has put a release version. We need to change it to dev, I guess. This is tech police.
Yeah.
Yeah, either change it to the next dev version or the next release version if you think the component should be released.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it after the call.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Then 2736 is also in review. So in that case, first the libgo changes, Volta libgo changes will go in, and then I will, when Volta libgo goes in, then I will update the versions for the other components.
Okay,
And
yeah,
then
and this, so it looks like the Volta libgo patch is, it's ready to, it looks like it's ready to review. You've already got Kent's +1 on it, so yeah,
yes,
I'll make a point
yes,
of going through that one.
yeah, okay. When
Okay,
it's
thanks.
done, I will update the versions. Yeah. Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks a lot, Neha. And yeah, I will, I'll make a note here that we need reviews. And anything else to report?
That's it from my side.
Okay, I think we've covered everyone we expected to hear from. Does anyone else have anything you'd like to discuss this morning? Okay, if not, then we've had a quick meeting. I'll give you some time back and we'll keep in touch throughout the week, and I'll try to get reviewers for any patches that need reviewers. And so if you need anything, just let me know. Let's see, our next meeting, let me look at the calendar. I'm told there's actually a holiday. Yes, we have a holiday on Monday. So if it's all right with everyone, we will skip next Monday's meeting.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we do also have a holiday.
You do?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we also.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so no meeting on Monday. If anyone does, you know, if you do feel like you'd really like to have a meeting, that you have something to discuss, don't hesitate to approach me, and we will reschedule. Otherwise, we'll just try to get our status updates over Slack next week. Thanks a lot, everyone, and I'll talk to you next time we talk.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Sure. Thank you.
Thanks, coach. Bye.
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 Bye.